Scorpio, welcome to the new moon in Gemini for June 6, 2024. New moons begin new cycles. You have, for the direction that the reading is going in, is number 3, consciousness, dark thoughts. This card's come up a couple of times already, so I think some people are grappling with a few things. Scorpio always goes pretty deep, though, and so we have to be very cautious where this card is concerned, because this is the shadows of the mind card. And it can mean a couple of things. The card reads that you can be drawn into questionable activities or even people that maybe are unsavory or we shouldn't be hanging out with. It's important for you to look closely at what you're doing in your life at this time and the people that you're connecting with. It's important for you to investigate your choices. And to use your intuition, very strong Scorpio intuition, to determine if they're, if they truly honor you or what it is that you're trying to do, if they resonate with you. The biggest thing I think with this card is your pattern of thinking and negative thoughts or unhealthy habits that you're trying to let go of. But worrisome thinking or even escapist behavior, that's kind of what I mean. That can become bad habits you want to take control of around this time. So managing any kind of negative thoughts are what's going to be important for you. Anyway, this is the direction the reading is going in. Let's see what's going on here for you. The first column is where you find yourself at the time of the new moon, or if you are consciously beginning something new, you're going to find it here. You have a Queen of Cups, which is my Scorpio card. For a lot of people, this is Cancer. But for me, it's Scorpio. The center column is you, how you're behaving in the situation, what you're thinking, what you're doing, how you're feeling. Magician card isn't bad unless it's negatively aspected, so let's have a look and see what that second card is. Oh, not bad. Okay, and the third column is probable outcome. Probable because when we have information, which is why we watch tarot readings, we can also have the ability to change the situation. However, some things we are meant to experience. We came here to experience them, and that is always to further our growth. Albeit it does not always feel that way in hindsight, or if you're a very wise person, you look for those in the midst of any challenging situation. You look for the lesson because it certainly helps. Okay, well, let's start at the beginning here. My Scorpio card. This is somebody who's probably going to be round in features. They can be quite emotional. They may be psychic and intuitive themselves. The negative side of this card is martyrdom, so you want to be careful of that. And again, the interesting thing is I have two queens on either side, so for me they're like bookmarks, and it always tells me then to really focus in on this center card. What is it? This is almost like we negate these two and we really focus in on this. However, I'm going to give you the information anyway, but the focus is really here on focus. So I find that quite interesting. This is a very sharing, kind individual. But like I said, on the negative side, there can be some martyrdom there on a negative side. This is somebody who can be quite intense and very much so in regards to their emotions. They make decisions with their emotions. Emotional world is the focus for this queen. This can be you because you are the Knight of Cups here as well, or it can be somebody around you. My feeling is it's somebody around you. Seven of Wands is somebody who can, okay, this is the card of valor, right? So these are the situations here, people and situations that try to knock you down from your position, and we are having to put up a little bit of um, an energy of defense, defending ourselves, defending our situation. You can see he has two different pairs of shoes on. So he had to run out of the cottage pretty quickly to defend himself against the villagers or whoever it is or whatever it is that's trying to knock him down from his position. The interesting thing about this card is that it is the high road that you take that keeps you from any competitive energy. This is competitive card. So perhaps you're vying for a new position, or somebody else is, and somebody wants to take that position from you, something like that. Or because it is dark thoughts, that's your belief, that's your feeling, and maybe it hasn't happened, or maybe there's no truth to it, but that can be a dark thought that you have. Or somebody else is dealing with dark thoughts, and they're thinking you are after their position, their man, their money, their house, their whatever, that kind of thing. Like I said, this person can be over emotional sometimes. However, this card really does tell me that if you take the high road, you usually win out over the competition. Anyway, that's the wisdom of the card. And it can be about work here. This can be somebody that we are dealing with at work. And the high road in this case is removing all distraction and just getting the job done. Now, this can also be somebody who's helping you. Let's say you're having a difficulty at work. Maybe there's a problem that you need to solve, or a project that isn't going quite well. There's a lot of things that are kind of messing it up at this moment, and somebody can help you with getting the job done. It can be that simple as well for some of you. The center card is really nice. You have the Magician and the Knight of Cups. So there could be a focus indeed, but the focus may be on, oh, I see. Okay, I see what's going on here. Well, for somebody in any case, work has been the scenario, right? We've been working very hard because this is your card. So for somebody, this is your card, your difficulty at work, the work situation, the scenario. Maybe there's a lot of things going on there, but you are focusing, you're getting the job done, and it can be time for a little fun. The Magician is focus card. And I say that because I have the Ten of Cups here. The Ten of Cups, well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. You can just see it really clearly. The Magician card is a focus. It's your vision. And any decision that you make should be based on your original decision or vision that you had, the concept that you had. It goes very well with this card when there's a really nice focus on getting something done. And once you do, we're off to find some fun, because the Knight of Cups is, first of all, possible relationships, right? But it's also a need to enjoy ourselves. It's like all work and no play, right? All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So we focus, we get the job done, or whatever it is that we need to get done, and then we refocus on enjoyment, on having some fun in life. This can be with two females as well in your atmosphere. This may be somebody at work though. There's a decision that needs to be made here. Maybe where are we going to go? Where's the best holiday place? But the Two of Swords is the possibility of cutting something or someone off. Maybe it's the competition, right? Making a decision, and possibly with the work that we have to do. Because again, like I said, every decision should be based upon that initial concept or vision that you had. The Two of Swords is difficulty in making that decision because it is the moon in Libra. The moon brings confusion, or things are not quite clear, and Libra can see things on both accounts, right? They can see both sides of a situation, making it a little more difficult to make a decision. This card says, just make a decision, because no matter what you decide, you will always have challenges and rewards. No matter no matter what direction you're going in, there'll always be challenges and rewards. They come together. It's two sides of a coin. It can just be, where are we going to holiday, right? Where are we going to have a vacation? Or is now the time to take that vacation because there's a lot of things happening right now, and maybe this isn't the right timing, that kind of thing. However, and again, I want you to remember that the focus here is important because of the two bookmarks. This is really important to, what was your original idea? What was your original concept? What was your original vision? The Queen of Swords is somebody who has pointy features. They're often very refined people, but not always. But they can have a very sharp, critical mind, but they can also have a critical, sharp tongue that goes along with it. And so sometimes it can kick up some dust on the ground, but they want clarity of the mind. That's the main thing here for them. But they're also somebody who can be quite decisive. So maybe the person's going to come along and say, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go at this time during this day, and I'll make the decision for you if you can't. Because this is Pisces, or Mars in Pisces, right? And so that is a very interesting card, because Mars in Pisces kind of gives you sometimes the feeling of shirking responsibility, um, wanting that enjoyment, right? The Knight of Cups is like, I need a break. I need some downtime. I've had all these dark thoughts, these difficulties, and I really need a break from it. I need to cut myself off from this situation and just enjoy life, even if it's for a day, a weekend away, something like that, but I need some time. So you could be both of these people, or they could be people in your atmosphere. Where in here, this is a very emotional situation. And I say that because this is the Scorpio card. This can be a very emotional for you. Too much work, all this stuff that's feels like it's against you. And you're like, I really need some time away. And so you finally have a critical mind. You make the decision and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm taking this time. I don't care if you fire me, or that's just the scenario. But it's not the truth, obviously. Don't take that as something I'm telling you to do. But it's kind of what a Queen of Swords would say, like, forget about it. This is it. This is my day. I'm leaving here. If you don't agree, that's just too bad. I'm going to see my family, or I'm going to enjoy some time. It really is, the Ten of Cups is enjoyment, emotional fulfillment. It's faith in the future, faith in yourself, pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. But it is Mars in Pisces, and so there really can be this feeling of, I'm taking some time off for myself. I need it. And you've certainly done the work here. Okay, you have the Five of Cups here. So now this is where the dark thoughts really come in for me. Maybe it's very possible that you or this person needs a little help, because we have some emotional issues. The Five of Cups is a grieving card. And indeed, there have been some emotional difficulties here, right? The three cups have spilled, and so this person is grieving over the three cups that have spilled. However, this card asks you to pivot and to see what is still good in the situation, and to keep your focus on that. Now, if this is part of grieving, so it is a necessary stage in any situation that may have been difficult for you or any loss that you may have incurred. Um, but the card asks you not to stay in that energy too long because it can become depression. And then we have the dark thoughts card, right? So another thing with this card is we do not want to go towards escapism. We want to be careful where that's concerned, especially Pisces, right? Pisces is the escapist, and so we don't want to escape into too much fun or too much alcohol, too much of anything, because the Knight of Cups can be, he can be a little overzealous with his partying or with his pleasures. So it's very possible that for somebody you want to cut that off, right? You want to nip that in the bud. So I think there's a few different scenarios here. It is a general reading, but I could see you really need a break. Timing is really important for you. I did pull another card here. And somebody has something to offer you, so it's very possible that there is a female that's saying, come away with me. I will take you. I'll pay for it even. Come and have some fun and get away from the workload and enjoy yourself for a little while. But it's also possible that you are offering this person, right, because the Knight of Cups is going this way. You are offering somebody some of your emotion, right? Maybe they've been through some difficulty and you want to bring them a little happiness, a little joy, a little diversion from any kind of difficulty that they've been dealing with. Okay. What does Spirit want you to know? This is Archangel Raphael. Healing and abundance are coming to you. Well, there's the abundance, so that's very nice. And this as well, you've been working very hard, so something really nice could be offered to you. And in which case, it could just be a really nice holiday or time away or weekend away or something like that. But something really nice is being offered, and I think you would enjoy it. I think you would have a fun time, and I think you're kind of looking for that right now. Okay. Thank you for listening, Scorpio. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a full moon reading. Your viewership is appreciated. And again, I hope this has been helpful. Take care. Bye for now.